Well, chaps, it's time for me to attempt to form Germany, but not as Prussia. We're going to do it as the Bavarians. With Bavaria, we start rank 20 in the world, which means we'll actually have some natural resources, some GDP, and most importantly, population to work with, as well as access to a larger market. My idea is to make the Prussians so economically dependent on me, when I leave, they are crushed beyond recognition. So yeah, we're going to see if we can do that. We're going to challenge Prussia and Austria and see if we can't form Germany ourselves. I am also pleased to note that I have had a day or two off. I'm now fully rested. My haircut is still unfortunately this, but otherwise I'm feeling good. I'm getting back into it. I'm also getting back into streaming twice a week. In case you didn't know, Tuesday 7 p.m. GMT and also Sunday 7 p.m. GMT are these streams open to everyone. There's a members only stream at 7 p.m. GMT on the Thursdays. So I just thought I'd shout that out, just because we've been starting to get into the swing of things recently. I didn't really want to make too much of a big deal of it until I was like confident that we were in a place where we get it consistently, and that's where we're at, which is good. Also, I don't have to research the Laith, so that's fine. I don't have to look at the camera and look stupid. So, how do we get this going now? I don't know how being in someone else's custom union works if you're trying to fight someone else. Will Prussia get involved? No, so if I'm part of a customs union, and they're also part of a customs union, Prussia won't get involved. So I'm going to swallow a bunch of other German states, and that I will be the ultimate German, he says, the least Aryan man on earth. Okay, right, for some reason I forgot I was in the Prussian market. I was wondering why me, a landlocked country, was suffering from a man of war's shortage. But yeah, we're all good. How do I want to go about this? Steel right away, I think, is a good shout. We're going to have iron. Oh, we don't have coal. God, the coal's in the Rhineland, isn't it? Where else produces coal? Saxony has some coal. Okay, so if I get hold of Saxony, I mean, is there anything stopping me from taking Saxony? I have 20 and 5. What's my army? Presumably bigger, yeah, 40. So what if I just, as my first action, Prussia might side with them. Damn it, Prussia! I need coal. Right, let's just start building a steel industry and we'll go from there. If we can test the government, that's fine. I like a bit of a coalition myself. Divisionism, per capita taxation. It's so nice not to have to force through, like, abolishing serfdom. We have religious schools. Let's get cracking and we'll see. Oh my god, the Germans. See what we can do here. Right now people are struggling. Seems rather strange. Get out the construction sector as well. We can afford it and we have insufficient construction available for the investment pool. So let's actually build it even more. Oh, we have a little section over there. We should probably go after Baden then to unify our lands. Would anyone care if we went after Baden? I haven't tested this at all, so this could go really poorly. So. Right, lads, so today we're going to be playing as Bavaria. But first, I want to tell you about my live streams. Yeah, okay, so I haven't tested Bavaria at all, so it's good to know where the line is. Alright, let's see, population needs, 62% being met, 82%, they want groceries. Yeah, well, I want steel, so, well, sure, you know what, let's focus on our people a little bit first. Iron, there's an iron goods shortage. Let's get gas streetlights and market squares. Grab sweeteners, generally upgrade all this stuff. Butchering tools, and I think we're all good on that front. Hardwood. And we'll get harvesting tools there. Okay. So note to self, don't go after the Prussians. Well, I mean, Prussia's not that strong. Like, they only have 100 or so more divisions than me. So if I hard focus military, we should be able to take them to a fight. Accumulation play against the Ottomans. They haven't even had a chance. Like, it's been a couple of months, man. Jesus. Okay, people are, like, immediately radicalized. That was probably a mistake. Whoops. Grain, and grain. Okay, so we're not actually that advanced of an economy. So I need to fix that. Shop for construction. Okay. Let's start implementing laws that people want. Let's start being a populist. This one's a good one, but, you know. Landed voting. Chuck that in. How have we got this high of a... Like, what the hell is going on? Bavaria might be the hardest nation. To be fair, when you're playing as Tunis, everyone's, like, too starving to be politically active. Landed voting passes immediately. And people are even more upset about that. I did what you wanted! Wait, what kind of economic law do we have? Interventionism. I wonder if laissez-faire wouldn't be better. Okay, there's our food industries. Where? There, okay. Groceries are expensive, that's fine. Everything's fine. God, I thought this would be easier. I think I prefer building an economy from the ground up, because then everyone knows what's happening. Alright, we're just going to pause a little bit. Tooling workshop takeover. Right, I want to race down... So I want to do intensive agriculture, and then I want to do atmospheric engine and then mechanical tools. And that should then set up our economy really nicely. Why am I losing money? Construction. Oh yeah, I am constructing. I forgot. Don't know why I forgot I was constructing things there. Okay, let's not do that, because last time that happened, the radicals jumped up dramatically. Okay, we're starting to win back our people. We're getting there. Dude, I really want to take over Saxony, but again, the whole, oh, I'm Prussia, I want to get involved thing is kind of brutal. I almost played as Graupara today. I really want to play as them. Any nation that like starts in conflict, I want, like, that's fun. Okay, sweet. And we get a bunch of different stuff there. So, firstly, soil enriched farming, there's the grazing ranches, we can get atmospheric pumps for the bloody iron mine, which should help quite a bit. Our steel mill is going to be up and running. And crucially, we're going to be making steel tools, because there's a lot of tooling workshops being made now. In the meantime, let's just build a bunch of iron mines. Again, I'm just thinking about eventually when I go independent, building it from now. Let's get another university. We actually have a lot of innovation, which is nice. It's also new. You know, better than the base like 40 or 50. Did you lose? I imagine you lost. You guys don't start as a puppet, do you? So did you just submit? I don't know. Just gonna pump up my taxes a little bit so we can generate some income whilst doing this. I've never gone a theocracy for before. Oh, I should play the Papal State. There's so much I want to do now. This is the effect that 1.2's had, is that I'm actually rare at, like, it's not like, okay, what am I going to be playing today? It's like, okay, I can think about 5 different campaigns I really want to run. Okay, apparently iron is no longer that much of a concern. Let's get another steel mill going. Grain still, and fabric. Okay. Just gotta keep on top of these decrees, which is resources. Nice precision tools and some other stuff. So I kind of want to do that as well. Get some high quality things going and get some steel tools as well. We're gonna start rising up these rankings in terms of tools. Where's tools? Because right now there's a massive deficit, and we're apparently 244th worldwide. No, we produce 244, not 244th. So we need to produce another 600 tools, which is honestly not that tricky. Bear in mind that I'm assuming that their dependence on tools will diminish because ours are going to be a lot more, they're going to be a lot cheaper to purchase at least, because it's going to be easier for us to produce because we have domestic steel. Oh god, I kind of want the Bessemer process. Again, if I can just get ahead of the steel stuff, I can, basically I'm just trying to make it so it's not in Prussia's economic interest to, industrialize fully in terms of like having steel and stuff like that. I want to be the industrial hub of the Prussian market. Also, I didn't know Circassia had a coast. That's new. Night at the Opera. Yeah, sure. We jumped up to number 10th because of that. Wonderful. About to overtake Sweden. Our GDP is comparable. Our populations are not. I think this is the largest power I've played as in 1.2. Okay, there's our steel mill done. Well, would you look who took Saxony? Alright, see if we can get away with this now. I waited until Prussia was involved elsewhere, such that they might not get involved. And we're good. Okay. Nice. So that should be done. And then we can start looking at other ones. Are we going to lose that? No, just about going to win. But it is literally marginal. Alright, this should be it. Don't think you can withstand any much longer. There we go. Oh, one more battle yet to do. There we go. Let's incorporate Baden. Let's get realism going. I want Hesse Castle. Because if I can get that, I can split the Prussians in two, market-wise. Or not. That's fine as well. Okay, this is an extremely aggressive Prussia. Here's what we're going to need to do. Guys, I think I know how to deal with the Prussians. Declare an interest elsewhere. Let's go over here and in Italy. The Bavarian colonial empire will have to wait. There's railways. Also, I have to use this as per my doctor because my wrist and arm is starting to be damaged from too much Paradox gaming. I'm more injured from like playing video games than I am boxing and MMA and stuff. Still just want to focus on the production side of things. I don't think it's too important that I go down the military side yet. Canaries could be... No, we don't have any fish. And we're not going to have the ability to trade because we don't have a port. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. I kind of want to go down the dynamite route. Okay, well, let's clear this stuff out. Actually, no. Let's go this first. Mechanized workshops. That's going to be useful. Then we'll go down there. Then there and there. Place has some tools and some chemical plants. It's actually probably worth taking. Unfortunately, they've been improving relations with me. Those bastards. Trying to be all nice. What's your game? It sucks, because I could have like had access to Hanover and all those like juicy lot up north, which would have been very useful. Okay, our GDP is 6.1 million. The Prussian is 23. But they've created like 60 more battalions. And I have but 8 more. We do have a coal mine. Where? I'll take it. Oh. Oh! Oh. Alright, well, we have another state. They went after Mexico before they went after Texas. Okay. Sure. I was about to say the US are having a slower game, but they decide to do that. Texas is looking worried. Oh, but they have been enforcing segregation, so, you know, they kind of get what's coming to them. Oh, apparently I also got the same thing. Okay, we need to create more of a demand for steel. That just means more tools. I believe that means you've started to create your own steel industry. Yeah, you have. Oh! Oh! Oh, hey, North German Federation. Well, as a South German, I feel like that doesn't include me. I'm gonna let you get on with your day. Enjoy. Oh, no. Okay, their GDP is far outstripping mine. I gotta do this. I gotta start taking some risks. We need to get proportional taxation, so we need egalitarianism. Let's just go straight for that. That'll give us access to way more funds. We get relegated to a minor power. What's wrong with the steel mills currently? Iron's expensive. Okay, well, let's start working on iron. His GDP really do be kind of going up very fast. What's this for? Return Syria Ottoman War operations. Okay. Quick Moroccan GDP check. Oh, it's actually pretty good for Morocco there. Tunis, struggling. Mexico, oppressed. America, thriving. God, they just... never seen them do that. Right, I'm accepting the relegation of my major power status in favor of more industry. I don't have to pay for my government organizations anymore. Right. Let's get more construction. Now, what's expensive for you that you'd need? Paper. Well, you barely need paper. Okay, so you're basically fine. If we could drop the price of wheat, that'd be fine. You only pay 5.1% in taxes? Really? Service cheap, clothes are okay. Okay, we're doing fine on that front. Okay, manufacturing grain and grain. Switch this over. What about you? Grain. Right, I'm investing heavy in my construction sector for now. Because I think that's going to be the secret to outstripping... Oh, God. This ain't good. Okay. Let's wait for you to get involved. Okay, you're just trying to... Oh my god, you're just conquering everything up there. Okay, I'm next. So, there's egalitarianism. Okay, trade unions. I need to get the trade unions in. Alright, the Prussians didn't get involved. I said the Prussians, the North Germans. Okay, there's a dye shortage. Can't do anything about that. Oh, let's go. Benignis von... Why did you have to be called that? What about a king? Could I turn him into a general? I mean, he's wearing the uniform. Popular commander. Nah. Do we have an heir? Yo, that guy looks cool. To be fair, you look at him and you think, yeah, he does look like a political orator. You look at him, he does look like a political operator and a masterful diplomat, so that's sort of gone well for him there. Okay, if the Prussians come knocking, we are kind of screwed, and they feel like they will come knocking soon. Why are you fighting the Dutch? Is this part of it? Probably should have got involved. Okay, that's Stuttgart done. Württemberg is under our control. Okay, we're going to start researching military. It's getting a bit dangerous now. General staff is already done. Skirmish infantry, right? Yep. And so we can build that sort of stuff. Let's get you. So we're going to need a munitions plant. When did I build? I didn't say to build a livestock ranch. I must have taken over from the previous one. Don't actually have any arms industries. We should probably fix that. All right, start doing stuff that's going to bring out the trade unions. I'm enjoying this one. This one feels kind of rapid. GDP is now 10 mil. Provided they haven't hit 30 mil, we should be fine. Yeah, okay. Starting to catch up. We do have chemical plants, right? I think I conquered those from Baden. Did I not? Could have sworn I had a chemical plant. I do. Perfect. Yeah, make some explosives for me. We'll use those, obviously, over here. But then when we get the dynamite, because I don't like doing it with nitroglycerin, but like when I get dynamite, that'll mean our mines are that. Shell gun. Actually, mechanized workshops are just objectively better than a shell gun for now. I'm also going to go on a crackdown here. My 60% state penalty from turmoil. If we're going for a police state, we're going for a police state. You know what I mean? So, we're going to need 3 of these. We're going for a liberal police state, chaps. That's the plan. Okay, now you're invading Mexico. What would annex Mexico or annex Mexico? They've annexed Mexico. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sure. Why not annex Mexico? Yeah, I can't do anything about a dye input shortage. That's not really my jurisdiction. There's a Slovak uprising in Austria, but they are surrounded. Good luck, chaps. Quick Moroccan GDP check. 2.4 mil. Tunis, 1.8 mil. Build more construction sectors. I'm about to unleash the nitrous. That's like soon. Building all these construction sectors from now, because the second I get proportional taxation, I'm gonna, yeah, my GDP is gonna explode. Okay, his GDP is also going quite well. How's everyone else's GDPs? We're about to take over the Sikh Empire. Sewing machines, steel tools. Didn't change any of this. Sulfite pulping, canneries, patent stills. There's so many arts academies. Oh, I've had coal the entire time. I'm an idiot. This is good to know. Right, we're going to build some coal and iron. Okay, we don't need that much coal and iron, actually. I want 3 of each so we can support an expanded steel industry, because we're going to start going down the motor industries route. I kind of feel like building a bunch of universities is a good idea. Out-tech the North Germans. See, it's at this point that I wish I could agitate, right? Because if I'm a smaller, but I have some capital behind me, I should be able to, you know, poke the the Germans a little bit to be like, yo, you should rebel. And we're increasing our police state status to try and get the penalty from turmoil down so we can actually construct in those areas. To this day, I still don't know how to do that properly. GDP is now 12th worldwide. Czech uprising, nice. And the Germans are going after Hamburg, just sort of mob bullying at this time, isn't it? All right, 224. How many do we have? Probably 50, 60 or so. Okay, we're gonna need some advanced tech to be able to take on that. Negative 40, negative 32. If I was a major power, they might want to do it. But the Austrians aren't the powerhouse that they used to be in different patches. If I just like basically spam out divisions, I think we should be okay. Where to go next? Because that's gonna take 8 years because I haven't finished off this lot. Water bullet's kind of useless for us right now. Baking powder is actually kind of useful, but increased military tech, never a bad thing. But the next like actual mil tech we'll get is going to be breech loading artillery, which is a while away. At the very least, let's set ourselves. What the hell did the shell gun do then? Oh, right, it leads to it. My bad. We're still losing money because we need a lot of iron. Right, let's just build up 10 iron, and then that should be enough, more than enough, especially when we get not just to like to support ourselves after we leave. I keep on saying this hypothetical end point when we leave. It's like one day, guys. One day we'll be out of here. Can't tell you when. Super secret. But one day. No, Venezuela's been pocketed by the British. Standard. Surprised the Sikh Empire hasn't had chunks ripped out of it. So usually what the East India Company does, they go east into Burma and west into Sikh Empire. Water tube boiler. Don't think that helps me in any way. My steel industry is a bit more competitive. It does. Okay, we don't need all these iron mines after that. Let's try and get the radicals to decline a little bit. Okay, GDP still rising steadily. The Algerians aren't dead, which is surprising. Has anyone actually played as Algeria? Now the North Italian uprising. You were meant to be like my sort of barrier against the Prussians. The fact that that's not taking place is kind of worrying. What's your GDP? I mean, I've got half your GDP. Resource boom, wonderful. It's gonna be expensive, but I think worth it. Down to our government administration, standardized filing systems, farms to factories, excellent. We're gonna need loyalists, please. Some paper mills. The effects are minus 40%. That should be minus 60% soon. Yeah, they got. Ugh. I'm just hoping that their turmoil is enough. The second I see weakness, I'm going for them. There's that. Let's get some logging camps as well. Again, really just focusing on the base resources because otherwise the second we leave, it's over for us. And I'm trying to improve our standard of living such that this happens. People are leaving their territories to come to us. All right, it's baking powder sorted. No point going down the military route just yet. Let's get that, and then we go dynamite, and then we start looking for our freedom, chaps. It's been 20 years under the German yoke. We're Bavarians, damn it. We'll found Germany ourselves, our own way, the right way, with Munich as the capital, not Berlin. Bavarians watching at home punch in the air right now, just in celebration. The way it should have been. Have you been kicked out the Ottoman market? You have. Well, yeah, there goes your GDP. Morocco's really not doing too well. There's one guy in the comments who really wants me to play Morocco. I don't know why. It's just one constant. Should I just title the video Moroccan GDP check? Does the glass work? It's actually building these territories even though there's a malice. I think that's where I'll build my military. There are 2 HQs. That's South German. So the Rhine is on its own thing. Okay, so this will be South German, which is perfect. Iron's an issue, fabric's an issue, that's fine. I kind of want to start building a food industry hub over here. Yeah, okay, I'll do a defensive pact with Switzerland. Why not? Wait, what land do you have? Trade centers, lead, iron. It's actually not bad. Not worth taking it, I don't think. Yeah, GDP of 1 million is not really worth my time. But, or risk. It isn't bad. Just have under half the North German gross domestic product, which is not bad either. Unfortunately, it's going to slow down a little bit whilst we build in these particularly unfortunate areas. I could just go violent suppression. Effects of tone multiplied by minus 110%. Perfect. So basically, if we just crack down on them and kill them all, like, it turns out it's fine. All right, should we go secret police? I'm going to do that just because usually. That's 3% chance. Usually I go like, open and free and stuff. Well, I do it every time. This is kind of boring. Police brutality. Use of force is warranted. That's fine. Instead of promoting national values, let's go ahead and violently suppress button. Right, they got 45 and 50 over on that front. And I have, when this ticks down, a lot more than that. So I think actually it will be more beneficial for us if we make an all-out play against the North Germans. We've got a defensive pact with Lip, so we should be fine. They're rival to the Austrians and French, the Austrians and the Russians, it's unlikely they'll help out. We're friendly with the French, so probably don't have to defend ourselves against them. I think it's time. 20 there, 20 there. Actually, let's go 50 overall. And And then let's hope that we can get something done. I think the private construction in the meantime is going to be ticking away. Let's get rid of you, you, and you. Let's start ourselves the militarization front. We've got 224. I think we're going to need about 150. We have 60 right now. We're building 50. Okay, I think that should do it. Okay, this is going to be very expensive. Go ahead and get first aid as well. Workers should be recognized. Nice. Let's get that proportional taxation in as soon as we can. Change to customs union. Leave our current customs union and join the Austrian market. No, because we're subject to the EU. It's taken such a long time to drag the German Federation down to the point where I can actually fight them. Has given me a chance to, revamp my army and stuff. So that's good, I guess. More trade unions. Suddenly screw that up. Might look like I'm losing a lot of money, but all I have to do is this, and then I'm fine. Right, so when this drops below, we're going to get kicked out of the market, as you can see. So now we need to fix all this. To drop you down to this, unfortunately, because there's nowhere I can get sugar from. Ammunition we can create ourselves. Small arms we can create ourselves. Fish we'll get from the French. We're just going to try and align ourselves with other people. From the French. I say other people, it's just the French right now. I'll happily have a trade agreement with the French. Okay, we're gonna need a coastline. Alright, let's export grain to the French, iron to the French, fancy furniture to the French, explosives to the French. Again, because we have a trade agreement, it's free trade. So I don't need to worry about the bureaucracy cost, which is kind of crucial here. Fabric's gonna be an issue. Need like 1,000 of that. Sulfur, can we get any sulfur? No. We're importing that. Fish we can't get any of. Sugar we're importing. Dyes we're importing. Lead. 300 lead. We can get we can get lead. Okay. Let's stop building so many things. Not gonna lie, I thought I could recover a bit better than this. Trading with the Austrians, sure. Okay, things are starting to sort themselves out. This trade begins to increase. Okay. It's just the fact that we don't have a coastline. We have to cut down on most of these things. Sugar, we'll have to cut down on that. We can get fish, it's fine. Dye. Can't get any of that. Should we I think we're okay. I think we are okay. Yeah. Economy solved, boys. Economy solved. Now, more importantly, we have no real ties to... I mean, that's like... It has tanked our economy. That's okay. Also, mildly damaged his. Right. I think we can probably step to them now. 129 battalions to his 235. We are outnumbered, but we have good stats. Should be one front line as well, which suits us. Okay. It's always a mess. I really wish Paradox would include your own sub-market within the wider Prussian market. Like, like if you were to go independent sort of thing. Because that would be very useful indeed. We're missing 121,000. 121 of these. Prioritizing softwood is probably better. But we're going to keep it as is. We need some more logging camps. Okay, and I think we go ahead. Russians want to liberate stuff. That's actually pretty good for us. Liberate Pomerania. The French, everyone wants to get involved now. Liberate Hohenzollern. That's such a nothing concession. Alright, Saxony. Mecklenburg's not part of it, because Saxony and Mecklenburg would be my ideal. Alright, we're fighting. Oh, it is close. So Pomerania should become independent, and Hohenzollern do as well, and we get Saxony. And all of its natural resources, including a sulfur mine. That's why I picked them. Really? Chaps, you have 53 offense. You have 71 defense. We started with the comparable numbers. What is wrong with you? It's one of the highest offenses in the world we have. I think it is the highest. The Russians are pushing back the Germans in the east. Let's also make sure, because we're going to have high infamy from this. Let's just make sure we improve relations with everyone. Okay, here's going to push into my land here because he got a rather fortunate battle. But we do win before that happens. Okay, perfect. We've taken Anhalt. We've taken Saxony. Right, and we can use the majority of our construction whilst... Oh, sorry, what? Revolution? Okay, let's calm that down. All right, let's think about what we need here. I'm thinking rye farms can be used to make sugar, right? Let's do this. That should help with our sugar situation. We actually don't have a deficit of sugar anymore. Okay. Bump that up. Well, what uses dye? It's the glassworks, isn't it, that use dye? So we just go straight to glass production. That should fix that. All declared interests. We need a coastline, man. Well, to be fair, next time we fight the North Germans, we can just nip in and grab a coastline, but that's not going to be for a little while. We consider we're going to be building here. Okay, let us go for violent suppression of Anhalt. We need 500 tools. Right, there are 19 regions that we need. Basically, we just need to conquer Prussia. How have you got a revolution already? You just came into existence. Well, that doesn't make sense, actually. It looks like the Swedes are attempting to take out the Pomeranians. I mean, I'd love to help, but I physically can't. I've realized that we have a higher GDP. Well, we did for a second have a higher GDP than the North German Confederation. Done well taking chunks out of them. Oh, are we above them yet? I think so. I've sort of slowed down our production a little bit. Mainly because we need like so much wood. I'm wondering what we need it for. Tooling workshops, furniture manufactories, construction sector. I mean, yeah, but like this much? Like another 1,000 sort of much? Once my states get incorporated, it should be a lot easier. We have recovered to pre-war levels at least. Also, one of the biggest demands, more than wood, almost as much as wood, sorry, is this. Tea. We can't get it from it. We can get some from the French. Once we get a coastline, this will all be solved. Oh, wow, okay. German leadership, they're making a play because they want to puppet Brunswick. And the Austrians are defending against it. Okay. I'm going to attempt to go to laissez-faire. I think that's going to make better use of our current facilities. Alright, we have laissez-faire now. Let's see what they do with it. Art academies. Well, sure. We're going to do it for Elbe. That still does give us a coastline. Oh, what? Did you finish against the Austrians? Well, that sucks. Liberate country. Liberate Brunswick sounds good to me. I'll offer that. Get the Russians involved. I thought it was just Brunswick troops. Nah, it's not. Okay. Okay, the French have joined. Get away with one more province being added. Kind of want to take the capital. If I take Hanover, I can cut off his entire Rhineland. Yeah, I think that's probably smarter, right? I do this, and then he's cut off because Brunswick's no longer a puppet. But this is funnier, so I'm going to do that. There's everything I can do. I just want Schleswig-Holstein, which I do not. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, Qing has decided to get involved. Bold move. Last second intervention from the Chinese. Alright, Brandenburg is a strategic objective. Alright, we're fighting the Qing. We're fighting the Qing. I think we'll be alright here. Oh, Zhao Zhan really trying to put in a shift, but all he's doing is surrendering territory to me. That's going to be the largest space of territory as well. There we go. Nice. We've taken Berlin. We're at 95.8 notoriety. Gonna have to burn that off for a while. It's mostly the Chinese here. Damn, 85 defense. That's because he's borrowing. Oh, it's 68 now to our 89. Okay. Literally the best in the world. This should make me a great power. I'll take his place. 625. I don't know if that will increase it though enough. Might not take his place, but I'll definitely knock him out of the Great Power War. Like rankings. Ah, the Qing's out. Wait, was Russia pushing on that front? I suppose, yeah, if we're allied to the Russians and like... Wait, no, it's just it wasn't the Russians, it's the French. Okay. There we go. And we have access, most importantly, to a coastline. So let's get this as an industrial port. We're going to need steamers. Let's build ourselves a shipyard. Minus 95 construction. Yeah, that'll happen. Stop violently suppressing Württemberg and do it to Elbe instead. Should give us some construction ability. Yeah, it does. We'll start freeing up laborers. Landowners and the rural folk. What do the rural folk want? Cooperative ownership. No. No police, dedicated police. So you want either no police or a dedicated police force. Yeah, sure, we'll go dedicated police force. That should... There you go. Stop the revolution. Oh, that's going to screw up my economy for a while. That's fine. Unused construction production, right? Do that then. Wait, it was unused, not insufficient. Oh well. Time to just rinse you. That's the first time I've seen it, like, use pretty much everyone that's available on the front for one push. I need my sulfur mines back. Stop changing the production on them. I can see you doing it. Stop it. And there goes the Prussian succession. Okay. No. Don't want to build barracks. Let me fix all this now. Ah, convoys. Yes, please. Okay. Now we can declare... We can only have 3 interests. What? Why? We could have more before. Okay, let's get rid of our interest in France and instead do it in Northern India. Oh, it resets my incorporation. It's really annoying. Let's get the port to an industrial port. Not sure why we're using convoys to export to the Austrians, considering they're next door to one another, but okay. I can import tea? Oh, yes. Export fertilizer to the Qing. Export those to the British. We don't need this iron. We'll send it to the Americans. Send meat to the Russians. We don't need to import coal. Ceramics, sure. Keep our populace happy. Get some fancy clothing. To be fair, what I can do now is I can switch you up to craftsman sewing and then import silk from the British and the Qing. Great garment factory fire. Oops. My bad. Pull that from the Swiss. And that is how you conduct business. Now, baking powder. And then we can import sugar. We are going to need to up this port. Okay, you can see the big drops when we fought the the Germans. Alright, we've taken out... Note the North Germans are still apparently a great power despite our superior GDP and population and standard of living. That's fine. Let's fix this real quick. What I want is a larger naval base. Let's just put a bunch of things there for it. Oh, electricity. That's actually huge for us. It's going to solve our wood issue. Electric sawmills. How much electricity do we need? 385. Okay, so 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just need to quickly violently. What? Turmoil is greater or equal to 25, and then I can't. So I can't suppress them? Oh, there is no turmoil here. Oh, that got rid of my turmoil. Oh, nice. Time to create a demand. Need 1,000 coal. Okay. Oh, I'm running out of people. But again, I can't really forge on ahead because of my infamy. Well, chaps, we switched over to a Republic, and that changed our flag to the better one. I didn't realize I'd do that. Otherwise, I'd have actually been like commentating throughout, so I could include it in the goddamn video. For those who don't know, how I record Victoria 3 videos, because like I said, it's a great. Oh god, it's a great Netflix game. And what I mean by that is, like, you can do a lot of stuff and then sort of just like chill for a while. So a lot of times I'll be like, you know, making a thumbnail, that sort of stuff on a second screen. And so I'll miss some things. Doesn't make it a bad game, it just makes it a different sort of game. Like EU4 needs to kind of constantly be on it. Having said that, you can also argue that a lot of the time in EU4 people are also like on a second screen. One of the virtues of having one. To catch you up, we've overtaken the Austrian GDP, we're coming for the Russian GDP. I want to become a great power. Radical North German Federation. I think they're going to win that. So we need our prestige to come 670. Oh, well, if I just do that. There we go, we're a great power. That works. Our army is actually better than the Austrians. I'm tempted to launch a unification play. Okay, I could just launch a leadership play against a nation that's currently in a civil war. Kind of bold. Increase pollution level. I haven't seen that before. Oh, did they just surrender? They either surrendered or died. Okay, well, they surrendered, I think. Alright, so we need to launch a leadership play against Austria. Well, they're not a major power anymore, that's why. People immediately abandon their support. Nice. Always good to see. Armed forces are loyal. This is a superb example of real politic here. Okay, I've added a war goal, which should give us enough time to offer Moravia to the North Germans, or not. Alright, we have to fight Austria and Russia. Okay. Alright, we see off the Russians who have 37 offense. Where's Vienna? Here. So let's designate that as a strategic objective. That's where we want to go. No, wait, that's the capital state. My bad. Yeah, we're not beating them in the mountains with 11, 10 versus 18. Or we might? No, surely not. No, we definitely lost. Yeah, okay. Okay, provided we're not outnumbered, like, by a lot, we should be fine. Our stats are very good indeed. Come on, give me a good one here. Good little push. I can't win 2-1. That was literally what I said. I've got to get a bit lucky. Cannot afford to annoy the armed forces at this time. I mean, the Austrians are suffering from war exhaustion. My general died, missing 100. Yeah, that won't help things. Just suddenly 100 troops were just missing. Theodore over here is gonna go on the defense, and then hopefully he'll lead our defensive battles from now on. Don't know if that's how it works. Don't think so. We shall see. Let's bump up our taxation a little bit. Really was going to go down the proportional taxation route. Oh, here we go. This is a push. Morale damage. Do it to him, son. That's huge. Rapid advance, plus 20% provinces captured. That's kind of big. No! Oh, I should have had the other one. Now, what do we take here? All right, we've pushed into his land. Yeah, we're not pushing it. We're not pushing that. My government legitimacy is 7. Okay, let's fix that real quick. Rise of radicalism. I will support radicalism. Universal suffrage. Sounds good to me. 98% success chance. Oh, we did it. Okay, nice. So we took Bohemia, take German leadership, and we get war reparations from Austria. However, our economy is kind of mildly ruined. Now, how do we fix this? Just get rid of this lot, because at this point, we've defeated everyone we need to defeat militarily. There's one more. We're already fighting in a war. Oh, against the Russians. There we go. Now we're no longer at war. Right. 800 tools, and we need a bunch of... Unfortunately, there's 1 million workers here, so that's good. What else do we need? Lead, right? Rotary valve engine on pretty much everything. Try and free up some workforce. It's worked rather well. Now somehow... Oh, we have to do it again. Somehow they clawed... Is it because they're a great power again? Yeah, they clawed their way back up. Why are you confident? Relative military strength. Bro, my troops are insane. Okay, where's your capital? Because the last time we fought, I took it. So, don't know where your capital state is. Silesia, Posen... East Prussia, but surely it's over here, right? Yeah, Hesse. Okay. You've got your capital right on the border with me. This seems like a rather bold decision. Let's start banking up to ourselves again, I suppose. Unfortunately, the US are actually going to bring troops in, and as far as I'm aware, their troops are pretty good. Okay, Navy, recruit an admiral. Please tell me you don't have a better Navy than I do. Naval base, 45, 45. That's pretty good. What's ours? Oh, no, it's not. Raid convoys. Here. Get ourselves some more naval defense. Proportional taxation. Dude, I'd love to. Get this passed and then we'll do it. Alright, pushing into the capital state. That's the important thing. Okay, we're pushing on that front. What about up north? Up north, the... Ooh, that's a nasty... What the hell? 63 offense. What's wrong with you? The Germans are raiding. I'm raiding. Surely that means that the Americans shouldn't have too much... Yeah. Okay, there we go. Their supply is getting destroyed. That helps. Universal suffrage. Let's get proportional taxation going. Now going to push me back over here. Where it matters, we're pushing them back. It's a harder fight than the Austrians. Well, we are going to push up north, though. Once that front is done, we can focus on the east. Also, it helps that they have no supply. Yeah, the Americans are done. I'm glad that they fixed that, because previously raiding the convoys only sometimes had worked. So that's great, because now the Americans physically cannot do anything to stop me, because they have to sort out my navy first, which they're not doing. They are pushing us back in the east, unfortunately, but we're making it happen where it counts, which is in that capital state. The northern front is completely collapsed, and there it is. Just need to wait for you to peace out. There you go, America. I'm gonna raid you directly, and that makes one of peace out. Perfect. All right, we have German leadership. Ooh, post-revolutionary fervor. Yes, please. I need the legitimacy. Freedom, equality, brotherhood. We continue onwards. Oh, proportional taxation happens immediately. Okay, well that helps us immeasurably. As we rise above the Austrians as well in terms of great power status. To be fair, their GDP is now 6 million because, well, that. Okay, our GDP has slowed down massively because we've been sort of constantly at war. Okay, what we need to do to trigger the South German Confederation is we need to have you. Just gonna go ahead and assume that you'll back down. How are you uncertain? What do you mean? You have one unit. But what that'll do is it will fulfill South German Federation. So South German minor nations within our constitution in a very high mutual relations may unify with us. Yeah, we've sort of just gone for an outright conquest, so was this necessary? Survey a skyscraper site. I don't want to do that. Seems like a bad idea. Declare interest. We want one in southern China, in Mexico to get to the US. We want one Russians, North Africans, Spaniards, French, English market. Insufficient taxation in Bavaria, Bohemia, Franconia. South German Confederation towards Germany. Oh God, it's so ugly. I wish I hadn't done that. Oh, dear. Well, that's a thing. Let's focus on our economy a little bit. 2,000 coal. 2,000 coal, 2,000 iron, roughly. Why is Two Sicilies? Oh, let's say why is Two Sicilies red? It's because the British took them. Oh, and Tunis has been taken up by the Spanish. The GDP's gone up. That's nice. Moroccan GDP share and France just conquered them directly. Oh my God, they're back. Why? I keep on launching unification play after unification play, like it's just not working. I'm gonna have to do it manually, aren't I? Dude, Pomerania, don't resist, please. I'm literally mobilizing my biggest army to try and get the back up. How are you uncertain? I'm trying to go for economic recovery, so I'm not paying my army's wages. I've also stopped min-maxing the loyalty, and the Ottomans are getting taken out by the British. Konya Treaty Port. Yeah, I think you're gonna lose that one, Chief. Alright, we've conquered Pomerania. Why are Britain and France fighting? Oh, because the Dutch want to puppet barley. Yeah, that makes sense. Get multiculturalism. I said I was going down the police state route, and I am, but that does involve liberalism, in this case. Supporting the North German workers. Yes, please. Let's get a revolution going there. Turns out, when I'm not, like, fighting every great nation on Earth, it's a sword voice. Yeah, I could do a decent job at building an economy. There's multiculturalism. Manchu people are turning up. Total separation of church and state. Uzbeks coming in as well now. Oh, Algeria, you survived so long, buddy. Now we're getting loads of Kyrgyz people as well. And now Aboriginals. Everyone's flocking here. Okay, it's quite a lot of people flocking here. Oh God, can we handle that? There's like 10,000 people a week coming in. We've got jobs for them, I suppose. We'll do that so we don't need as much coal. That is going to mean we need 2,000 electricity. Right. In the meantime, let's launch ourselves yet another leadership play. Must be the only unification candidate. Okay, we go again. So what counts as part of Germany, just in case I need to do it the filthy way. Austria counts. Austria, Moravia. Well, I mean, I'll take both of those. Oh, they're back down. Okay, cool. Okay, let's try doing this. Find Germany. It said the US were the only people that might join, so we shall see. Put all my expenses on high. I should probably not do that. No way you decided to like actually step to me here. Really? Brazil's leaning your way. That's nice. You're costing me hundreds of thousands of pounds in mobilization. I hope you know that. not like an aesthetically pleasing shape, are we? It's a bit of a shame. Standard living is pretty good. And we've unified Germany, technically. So we've annexed a bunch of smaller states. I'm still going to have to tear through others. I mean, I could have forced them into my... I mean, I should have... If I'd gone the more diplomatic route, I might have had more success at this point. But whatever. Bavaria is a militant nation. What are you going to do about it? Let's go ahead and violently suppress Bohemia, as is tradition. And now we get the fun of sorting all this out. Well, if we need 9 provinces, I say we just do it. And here come the embargoes. That's fine. We're forcing it through. Been very delicately, yeah, everyone's, yeah, okay. Been very, very delicately navigating my infamy. But at this point, we're forming Germany. I figured this might happen, so I've been like just literally exclusively doing Miltech. It's the North Germans versus the South Germans. A tale as old as time. Or, you know, the last 20 years. All right, and we slap around the North German Navy. Should secure us enough naval dominance to ensure that any Americans that turn up get absolutely blitzed. And Austria, rather handily, are having an issue with their revolution, so they can't counter me at this point. Shortage of ammunition. Let's fix that. Ah, it's a shame they still kept it in, where like you defeat them and then they just go straight back to naval raiding. Nothing I can do. Quite a nice curve, that. I haven't had to switch nations to fix any wars or anything else like that, which means you get a nice, like, clean, full curve. Because if you switch nations, it goes from when you last played as that nation. So you get the full extension here, which is quite cool. I saw some people call me out and they were like, yeah, he's clearly switched nations. I was like, yes. This game doesn't work sometimes. I need to fix it. Should be now finishing off the war. There we go. Which means we should now go and convoy raid around here. Get him wanting to make peace at some point. All right, time to go high taxation. Low everything else. Trench infantry. Sounds good to me. See, I've been gearing up to fight literally everyone now. Just in case they come after me. Oh, God. Let's fix all this. Oh, God. Okay, his navy's actually good. Oh, that sucks. Did you try and naval invade me? It's ironic because the governments hate me, but the people keep on flocking to my land. All right, peace. Excellent. There we go. Now back to making money. Why is there always a leadership play? I don't get it. I keep on like beating your ass and then you come back like, yeah, but like this time though. Okay, how many of your provinces do I need to take? 4, right? Yeah, okay. That's 1. I think this one counts. Tyrol. Moravia is definitely German. Slovenia apparently counts. Slovenia and Transdanubia apparently is German. Is it Slavonia or Slovenia? Syria, Slovenia. Okay, that's pretty much everything I can do. Don't want to mobilize anything just yet, just in case. Okay, they're cocky now. We're good. Because I thought they might back down. Let's promote you. Also missing a couple from the South Germany. Can't promote you anymore. I'm sure it's a mobilize hotkey. And also, we have 3 months until our full potential is reached. Let's also go ahead and give full military wages. I don't think there's anything I can do that would make you... Yeah, no. You wouldn't be able to get up high enough. Because if you can make them loyal, then they will give you better bonuses. If you can make them powerful and loyal, like if you have like a military state, right? Then their bonuses are plus 30% offense, plus 30% defense, which I think is kind of broken as well. In fact, Theodore, I want you to defend, please. And you're just around, don't need this. Just entrench further, and we need a breakthrough. Sure. Fought from the French and the Egyptians. We climb up to the 5th highest GDP in the world. I mean, yeah, we're pulled away from Russia. We're kind of about to take over the USA. We're going to get convoy raided, but we have an excess of like 7,000, so I think we'll be okay. There we have old age pensions, why not? You want so much tea. Get it from the Qing, there you go. Okay, 1,500 sulfur. It's a massive active battle, but we have 186 defense. He's got literal muskets versus actual siege artillery. This is why you go heavy on the universities and you focus military. Production means nothing at the end of the day. When you hit this point, it doesn't matter if they have a higher GDP. 2 battles at the same time and we are winning both. Oh my God, that's a filthy battle. Look at that. Look at how many deaths. Going to be about 100,000 dead. Closing in on them, we're going to lose 10. Actually, we're not really pushing, but it doesn't matter because Austria seems to be wanting to surrender either way. Why? The Brits want to surrender as well. Because they've taken 600... Oh my God. They've taken 686,000 casualties compared to 550,000 available manpower. Damn, and the side lost 88% of battles scaled by involved manpower. Okay, so that's a cool feature. I like that because they're just basically just getting destroyed. They want to surrender. Okay. That's the Brits we've got to deal with. I have like 400 infantry, by the way. It doesn't matter at this point because our troops are so much better than this is. They'll catch up because obviously it does plateau. You have like a sudden advantage and then it plateaus again. But we are, yeah, we're doing all right for now. Statue of History. Tear down the symbols of the old world. Important we don't forget our history. Relocate it. Tear down the symbols. Even if I want to liberate Hanover, they'll say no. The game's breaking because it thinks I have massive shortages, which I don't. Well, I mean, I haven't, like, yeah, I don't. I'd say I have shortages of, like, basic resources. I think Qing embargoed me, which is kind of bad, because that's where I get my silk from. I get it from the French and Ottomans, I suppose. Plus, can I build synthetic silk? Not yet. If you want wine, okay, let's import just tons of wine from the French and Moroccans. And then clothes. Oh, the British landed. We need to call up all the conscripts for this one. Okay, so now we fight the Russians as well as the French on all sides. It's fine. And we are holding them off. Okay, we fight all of the world's powers at the same time. Let's go. If we can deal with the British invasion, we'll be okay. Got a trench rat here. Chuck him on that front line. No, just keep whittling down the British. Because technically I can form Germany right now, but it doesn't feel right to do it whilst not at peace. Because once I deal with the British, but that's going to free up about 200 troops, 260 troops. On. There we go. Proposed peace deal. Nice. They're done. Go over there. What's the Russian Navy like? Let's find out, shall we? The hell are you? Why are you here? Fortunately, we did lose a couple of battles because I've been trying to go on the offense for some reason. Which means we don't get that beautiful little bonus that we talked about previously. Oh, we are going to be pushing against them over here. Okay, we have actually been pushing. Nice. Turns out the Russians have not upgraded their navy at all. So we should be able to push through and land. And we do. This is all for war operations. I haven't taken anything. Where are the French troops? It's because, like, I've got a board with the French, right? But they've not actually lost any troops at all. They've just not... They're raiding me, but they're just not doing anything in terms of troops. What the hell happened here? Why? Why would you leave the front? Dude, why? We had their capital. Well, you just left, but it doesn't make sense. Ah, this game, man. Let's do that again then, I suppose. That's miserable. Now we're just pushing up through the south. Austria's had another little issue. Go and put Kaiserreich in. They've declared bankruptcy. The Austrians also declared bankruptcy. Yeah, both sides are bankrupt, and neither one of them can move. They went to enact restricted child labor. Yeah, okay. All right, smashing the navy again. We land once more. Do me a favor, mate. Like, no, look. Push on the front where there are people. We're so close to taking Ingria. Give me a white piece, but... Oh, well, you just give me what I want. There we go, then. Perfect. So we've just defeated France, Britain, and Russia all at the same time. And I think with that, we can go ahead and form Germany. And we deserve it. We've done very well there. German unification hasn't actually been completed. Because we don't own all of the states here. So we don't... That's weird. And with that, I think we'll leave it here today. I think my next one, I like the idea of a papal theocracy trying to like reform the Roman Empire. That sounds fun to me. We'll see how far I get. So far, very, very impressed with 1.2. Obviously, a couple of issues here and there. But if you were sort of off of Victoria 3, then hopefully you'll find this a bit more to your liking. Definitely worth a game or two to check it out. So, if you did enjoy, please do make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. If you have suggestions for future campaigns, please do put them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Huge shout out to our patrons, most notably Charlie Demerel, Crilly, Flyerton, JDow52, Cargon, Zhalmi, Lewis Wright, Nicole's Christ, QA Shard, Redguard, and ShadowSinger. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, you might as well click on another video. I mean, it's literally right there.